What's up, man? Hello, how you doing? You just reminded me to take my acid reflux meds. That was the whole point of this stream, is to wait for those to kick in and then go get something to eat. Thanks for the reminder. I was supposed to do that like half an hour ago, but didn't. Take care of that right now. There we go. Want to get rid of the chain lightning? Yeah, let's try that. Maybe get another ultimate build going. Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about that. You know, on one hand, it's not his job to make the mod. It's not his living. You know, if he has other stuff going on, that's completely fine. But if you tell people it's going to be updated in a week, and then you disappear, that is kind of a problem. I see people insulting the guy. I'm like, you know, it's not his responsibility to do it. Especially because it didn't seem like the game was going to get updated again, and, you know, it's pretty much not going to get touched. But disappearing is a little bit weird. You know, at least posts that, like, hey, you know, life is making things difficult right now. I can't do it at the moment. I think that's fair. But people insulting the guy is like, you're not really giving him a good reason to come back. Let's not have a another Fiend Busa situation. I mean, you never know. Something might have actually happened to the guy. You never know. He might have been injured or something. But if he really is just like nothing's wrong with him and he can't even make a post saying like, look, I don't have time to do this right now, or there was some kind of, you know, snag in getting the game updated, the mod updated, I think that's all that's really needed. But definite lack of communication. They should at least keep people updated on what's going on. I mean, if you really want to use it, you can downpatch. There's a mod to downpatch if you really want to use it. But I understand most people don't want to mess with that stuff. It's alien to most people. You know, you can downpatch. There's nothing preventing a downpatch. Especially since the game didn't, like, actually get any new content. It's basically just quality of life stuff. That's kind of the problem with these games getting updates that, like, don't actually add anything, is if it's a community that doesn't have a lot of modders, you know, if they're busy, or they get pissed off, or they just don't want to do it for any reason, because, like I said, it's not their full-time job, then everything gets messed up. All signs point to that happening with DMC5 next week. And supposedly, seems like we're getting an update with the Switch 2 version. Well, at least the gameplay mods still work. That's more important. But yeah, there are a lot of cool costumes on there that aren't Gunnar costumes. It's like legit cool costumes for like the male characters as well. You just can't use them anymore. I don't know, the community seems to be insulting the guy a little bit too much without knowing his side of the story. You don't know what could happen to the guy. He could have been hospitalized or hurt or something. I just don't want to see another Fiend Busa situation where the guy leaves and, you know, there's nobody else to do it. They're kind of getting to that point. You guys are getting a little bit too greedy around a mod that, you know, the guy isn't obligated to do, especially because he's not charging for it. If he was charging for it on, like, Patreon and said it's going to be updated and then disappears for 2 weeks and, you know, can't even, like, log in to give people an update, like, you know, I got sick, or, you know, I had to go to the hospital, or, you know, there was a problem in the family, you know, good reasons to not have it updated, then that's a problem, but that's not really the case. That's what happened with that game, Neverwinth. That game was in early access, and the guy had to stop because his family situation was really bad, and I was glad that people were civil. It sucks to, you know, buy early access and, you know, the guy doesn't actually finish the game, but he had a legitimate reason to not do it. The difference there between that and the dress code guy is that, you know, he actually communicated that something was wrong, and then he was not able to update the game anymore. Disappearing is kind of a different problem entirely. I think people need to understand that not every modding community is like Elden Ring and Cyberpunk. There's really only a couple people that want to do it, so I think it's in everybody's best interest to not piss off those people. But as we saw with the Fiend Busa situation, this happens all the time. The guy definitely needs to communicate what's going on, just to get people off his back, but you know, we don't know the guy's side of the story. You don't know what could have happened. I know it's not as extreme, but I could barely talk on my channel for like 2 weeks. I just randomly got a stomach bug that was making it hard for me to talk. You know, I had to tell people, like, you know, anything that requires me to talk, I can't do right now. And that just kind of happened. I didn't, like, go play with grimy kids or anything. Like, I just got sick. It is a problem in the modding community, though, when, like, there isn't any necessarily drama. It's just, like, the person doesn't communicate at all, and then comes back after, like, 6 months. There's gotta be time to communicate with your fan base. Like, just... You don't have to make it, like, frame 1. At least tell people what's going on. Yeah, niche game communities, even though Final Fantasy is very popular, it's the same thing as a lot of the other games I play. There's like really only a couple people that make the mods. So, those people aren't able to continue doing it for whatever reason. Drama, or real life, or whatever else. Yeah, the chances are it just won't get updated. I can't even really blame the guy, to be honest. The only thing he's done wrong is not communicate very well. It's not really the kind of game where you should have to worry about random patches. That kind of game is generally safe from stuff like that. Because it was already like a year old when it came out on PC, so it wasn't really going to have a lot more patches to begin with, but then they went ahead and randomly did another one, and it caught everybody off guard. Well, DMC is very likely going to be like that by this time next week. If the Steam database updates are alluding to some kind of update for the PC version. Well, that's not getting updated anytime soon. Especially with, you know, Dreadstorm Virgil and Archlord Dante already being tied to a downgrade, a down patch. I don't really think that they're adding anything that's worth actually staying on current patch. And the few people that actually update the mod are working on Crimson right now. I think that's going to be more of a priority, because they actually are making some money off that. Is the guy making a lot of money off Patreon, or is it like, you know, just like a little bit of money, not enough to like live off of? Because if he's making enough to live off of and he can't even like log in, he can't even like log in and tell people what's going on, then yeah, that is a problem. But he's only making a little bit of money. I don't think he really has any obligation to update people every day. That's kind of the problem with Geno Kids. Geno Kids got crowdfunded, and they're like definitely working on the game. It's not like they've abandoned it. They post tweets and stuff, but like they don't post anything on the actual Steam page to the point where people are asking if the game is dead. It's like, it's not dead. It's not dead. It's a very small team working on it, and I guess they didn't hire anybody to keep people updated, but at the same time, it's like, you have it up in early access, and it hasn't gotten more than a couple hotfixes in a year. Almost a year. Like, that is a problem. No, actually the situation is very similar, because it's the same thing as Rebirth. Updating the game and like not actually adding anything to it. So there's not really a lot of reason to stay on current patch. It's not like it's actually adding new content. It's actually very similar to how it works with DMC. They kept updating the game and they didn't add anything to it, which just stung more because, you know, we have to mod the game to get stuff that console players get. Like, there isn't really any reason to stay on current patch. Which is very much like it is with Rebirth. I mean, you do down patch it and you just lose the quality of life stuff, and you can always, like, update later, you know, if the mods that you like get fixed. There's not like they added, you know, a new character or a new mode or anything. It's the same game. The game was content complete like 2 years ago. So yeah, it actually is pretty similar when you think about it. They added like the NVIDIA logo to DMC5, and that just broke all the mods, which obviously is not worth it. Well, these companies do random-ass updates that don't add anything, but then it, like, modifies the EXE, so all the mods stop working. That's exactly what happened with Marvel 3 last week. They put out an update that was supposedly meant to increase Windows 11 compatibility, but it completely broke the game. It didn't just break mods. It, like, actually broke mechanics of the game and stuff. Like, Dark Phoenix didn't work anymore. And then they literally down-patched it. They're like, oh, we're gonna update it later. It's like, well, you clearly, like, don't play the game. You don't play the game. That much is obvious. How do you patch the game and break it to the point that Dark Phoenix doesn't work anymore? The community did have a down patch available, but then the company themselves, like, actually down patched and they reverted it because, you know, the game wasn't working as intended. Some people think that they might be preparing for rollback and announcing it at EVO, but I kind of doubt that. That would be ideal if that was the case. You know, that would be worth the modders having to fix everything again. But I don't know. I doubt that. That seems like copium. I think if they were going to add rollback to that game, they would have done it a long time ago. The game definitely needs it because the netcode is terrible. And they basically have to play on Parsec to even have anything resembling a competitive state. But I don't know, I doubt it. It did seem like a DMC FF7 Rebirth style update that doesn't add anything but messes everything up. I mean, EVO is like very soon, so maybe they actually are adding rollback. I don't know. I don't put that much trust in Capcom to do that. Especially for a 15-year-old game. But on the other hand, they can't really resell it again. The port is already pretty good as it is, so maybe they actually are preparing to do that. Because they're saying future updates, and it's like, what else about the game needs to be updated besides the netcode? You know? It's not like they're gonna put out a balance patch or anything. There has to be some reason why they're doing it, but I can't think of what it is. Reverse engineering that game to put rollback in it would not be easy, even if you have access to the source code. Maybe they got Code Mystics to do it. You never know. Maybe they called up Code Mystics or some other kind of porting team to do it. Well, the downgrade is only needed because they kept updating the game with useless crap instead of doing something that would warrant an update, like giving us the stuff that the special edition has that we have to mod the game for. pretty sure if that had happened, or if it actually is going to happen next week with the Switch 2 version, that people would be more than happy to upgrade if it was worth it. But if it's just more, you know, useless stuff, yeah, the solution is a down patch. An FF7 Rebirth is definitely in that situation. Because all it really does is it just makes it so you can, like, one-shot enemies and make it easier to get through the minigames and stuff, and there's already mods that do that, so... It's not adding anything that you can't fix yourself. Well, that's more of Epic Game Store's fault. For having a shitty storefront that has like 10% of the features of Steam, and then they wonder why they don't make money. It's a big deal that they announced a bunch of new features for the store, that stuff they should have had like 8 years ago. That sucks, but I don't think that many people bought on Epic. It would be different if it was the first game, because the first game was Epic exclusive. So, yeah, that would be a way bigger problem. I'm pretty sure everybody just bought that game on Steam, though. There really isn't any reason to buy anything on Epic if you can get it on Steam, because they don't put in effort to make it worth buying anything on there. Yeah, I hadn't thought of that. That is a legitimate problem. You're definitely right. You're not wrong. But the amount of people that affects is probably very minimal. I mean, they could probably find somebody who could upload the pack files and just replace them, because it's an Unreal Engine game. They probably could find somebody to do that, but I don't think there's enough people who bought it on Epic for that to even be a problem, to be honest with you. People generally don't buy things on Epic unless they have to. Like, it's an exclusive, or it's, you know, like Fortnite or Rocket League, which are tied to it. You know, not that many people even bought the Kingdom Hearts ports on Epic. Actually, very few people did, from what I understand. There weren't that many people that actually bought it, because they knew that it was better to wait. But, you know, if you're a content creator or you absolutely love Kingdom Hearts, I mean, they were good ports. The problem with that situation was they were really difficult to get working on Steam Deck, and the Steam Deck came out around the same time, so I actually don't fault Square for putting those same games out again and charging the same price, like 2 years later. And they did actually add something to it. It wasn't just a straight cash grab. They made the games work on Steam Deck without any issues, which for a lot of people was worth buying it again. Maybe not everybody, but there were... I got Kingdom Hearts 2 to work on Steam Deck, and that was quite the ordeal. That was not easy at all. Yeah, you had to like literally go into the command line prompt and do all this crazy stuff to get those games to work on Steam Deck, and there already weren't that many people that bought those ports. Mostly just the community. The fandom bought them. But like, reselling the same games on Steam again at the same price actually made a lot of sense because of that. You know, because the Steam Deck runs those games pretty well as it is. Which is probably why we're also getting the Switch 2 native ports now, not the crappy cloud version again. Which also nobody bought. I mean, there were a lot less people that bought those cloud versions than the Epic version. There are way more people who bought the Epic version, but those cloud versions were completely pointless. It's interesting how they're also porting 1.5 and 2.5 are actually getting a native Switch 1 port, which meant that they could have done it the whole time, but didn't. So a lot of people ask, like, why does the Switch have problems running a PS2 game? If you natively port a PS2 game, it should work fine. What's up, Alvi? Hello. Yeah, I just did Overrider. Now I'm finishing up Dimensional Variable for the season. Then I'll probably play some DMC5. And then probably go get something to eat. That's the plan. Let's have a bit of a unusual evening tonight and tomorrow night. I have to take care of my other neighbor's cats, and then also Kamen Rider airs tonight, so I won't be available. Yeah, this does count as a Scrimblow Bimblow game. This is a really good gacha that a lot of people don't play. That would be a correct description of Aethergazer. Despite being a Gooner game, nobody plays this game. It's a very good game. I'm not even a Gooner, and I play this game every day. It's a great game. PC port's good. Patch for this is in a couple days, actually. So I'm just grinding out pulls. I think I've got like 40, 50 pulls, and then I get another 10 tomorrow, so I should be able to get the water team online with that, hopefully. And if not, yeah, I'll probably buy a package. I'll have to wait till next month, though. I can't really skip the current character that's coming out, the generic umbrella chick. He's like best in slot for water, and I don't have a water team right now. So I'm trying to get as many pulls as I can. Should have about 50 or 60 by the time that the patch comes out. But I need to get Heimdall as well. I think she's going to be rerunning. Shmup Slam. Yeah, I wanna play Cyveriar 3, but they haven't patched it on Switch yet, so it's still broken. But your ship turns invincible and the movement speed doesn't work. I can't play that game right now. I want to. I did say that I was going to do an overview for it, but they haven't patched it. I checked yesterday. That game was released in an embarrassing state. I don't know how you don't notice that you turn invincible and you can just no-miss the game. I'm not even trying. Come on, man. The patch has been out on Steam for like a couple weeks now, and they still don't update it on Switch. It's probably stuck in certification. I wonder how that game got through certification in the first place. Turning invincible just by pushing a button. Unplayable. Yeah, I would be playing that right now, but it's in a barely functional state on Switch still. I don't know if the publisher forced them to release that too soon or what. It's a good game. It definitely does add some cool new things to the formula, but being able to, like, push a button and turn invincible is kind of a problem. The game literally doesn't work. What little I got to play of it before it bugged out was pretty fun, but hard to recommend something where the game mechanics don't even work properly. I don't really feel like buying it again because I've got other stuff to buy. I want this guy to be playable. Please put male characters in this game again. Come on. They have such cool designs. But they've decided to just go full Gunner. There hasn't been a male character in over 2 years. I really don't understand it. Why is having a male character going to like make the game go end of service? I really don't understand. It's so weird. You can add a male character and the game won't like stop being a Gunner game. But I guess they've just given up at this point. They'd like some actual balance. Not just only Gunner designs. Some of them do, yes. Some of the other ones are moe blobs. Which is very unappealing to me. I like this character. I like this character's design. I don't mind female characters in games like this. It's just, if the games are all about fighting, I want them to actually look like they can fight. And not be like lollies, little kids and stuff. And like maids and things like that. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't appeal to me. Ironically, Zenless Zone Zero is getting a lot of criticism for going full Gunner. I think the next couple patches they only have like one male character coming. And the new female characters are not like this character. They really do just look like complete Gunner designs. I think it's worse with Zenless because they've proven that they can make cool male and female character designs that aren't overly fan-servicey. And the male character designs are top tier. You know, Bon Yue and Billy are legit awesome characters. They know that they can do it, but they don't. And that team also has a history of sabotaging male characters by putting them out like before a Void Hunter. There hasn't been a single male Void Hunter, so Bon Yue is an infamous example how they put so much work into his moveset and his design and everything, and he's like the deepest character in the game, design-wise, but they put him out like right before a Void Hunter, and his banner was only like 2 weeks, so unless you're somebody who spends a lot of money on the game, there really wasn't any reason to pull for him. Like, especially if you're a free player or a dolphin, you know, battle pass and monthly card, you know, like 10-15 bucks on the game a month, there was no reason to ever pull for him. It felt like it was intentional. It's like, why you gotta screw over the people that worked on that character, and they put so much love into him. His moveset is really cool, but unless you're either made of money or you saved up for like multiple patches, there was no reason to pull for him. You're actively sabotaging you're stunting the growth and progress of your account to get him. Which is just kind of stupid, if you ask me. You're gonna choose a Void Hunter, or you're gonna choose the cool male character. Especially when the Void Hunter is only 2 weeks away, so your pull income from just playing the game and not spending money is not enough to offset that. I spent money on him because I like male characters, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend somebody that wasn't able to cash on the game even a little bit. It's a waste of money. They have that martial arts guy in this game. I'm like, I need him to be playable. PGR is under fire for that as well. No new male character announced in the stream a while back, and then they're also introducing characters that haven't been in like any of the, not even in the story component of the game. Like they don't even have a sprite for the visual novel parts, and they're putting them in. I think most of the designs actually look pretty cool. I'm not really a fan of the new Karenina design. I think it's a downgrade from the previous two, but they're getting some flack for that as well. There's plenty of characters that need new versions, and they're not getting them. So pretty much all the gachas I play, well, I don't play Zenless anymore, I quit that game, are having their own fair share of drama. You got some characters in that game that haven't had a new frame in like years, male or female. The gender doesn't matter, and they're introducing randos that haven't even been in the story. Very weird decision. Hopefully that's enough to max out. If not, I'll do another run tomorrow. Get those 4 more pulls. So I have like maybe 60, 70 pulls. Hopefully I get lucky and I can just finish the fire team. Probably will have to cash a little bit, but cashing in this game is very affordable, so I'm not worried about it. I do gotta pay for relink and stuff next month, and Dragon Sword Awakening, so less money I spend on these games, the better. Gonna be grinding it out as much as I can. Although Dragon Sword Awakening's not till like the 23rd, so my YouTube money will come in by that point, and we'll pay for it. The relink's also gonna be like $30. Alright, let's see how far that got me. 16? Yeah, one more will do it, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Let's see, when's the next patch? Next patch is... oh, in 2 days. Yeah, so I've got about 50 pulls. So more than halfway there without spending any money isn't bad. Let me see what they got in here. I can't pay for anything right now, but should probably plan it out. Well, a lot of these are real shit deals. Not worth buying. This one's actually a decent deal. You get upwards of 40 pulls, and a bunch of stamina, and then the yellow extract things. I'd probably go for that one. Yeah, so if I spent 30 bucks, I get like 2 of those. Well, not right now. Boy's broke. I'll have to wait till next month. I'm not in the position to be spending on gachas right now. Unless it's like a $5 deal or something. I guess I should reinstall Relink, because the expansion's soon.
Devil May Cry.
And now, I'm gonna play with you! Now... Too easy! Oh, relax. I'm gonna play. Alright! Not so fast! Party time! Okay, okay. That was a good one. I'm gonna too easy. Oh, relax. Gonna play. Party time! Okay, okay. That was a good one. Play with. Too easy, not so fast. Oh, relax. Hell yeah! Jackpot! Gotta move back. Now, gotta move back. All right. Okay, okay. That was a good one. Sick. Gonna too easy! Not so fast! Party time! Oh, relax. Play with. one. Too easy. Not so fast. Party time. Okay. That was a good one. Slash! Play. Not so fast! Party time! Hell yeah!
Well, muscle memory's all jacked. Haven't played in a while, and then also having to like relearn how to play everything. Yeah, it wasn't bad though. It's gonna be adding more stuff to it soon anyway. Next up is Agni and Rudra. Grandmaster moves are gonna be added for the Rebellion, which is very exciting because those are all taken from Peak of Combat. Peak of Combat Agni and Rudra is way better than DMC 3-1. Yeah, I gotta get reaccustomed to that game, but it's gonna be gradual anyway. Well, not really because of getting used to the game again. It's more having to relearn. Dante muscle memory is gonna be rough, especially with it changing every few months. He said he's working on it again right now. So hopefully the next update will be soon. Wait a minute, were you guys able to see any of that? Or was it a black screen? I actually didn't look. Because like at the beginning of the stream when I played Overrider, it was a black screen. Were you guys able to see any of that, or was it a black screen? I need to know before I continue. You saw it? Okay. Yeah, I don't know why Overrider wasn't picked up. That's strange. Oh well. I'm not too worried about it. Oh, fine. I'll play an Antho clip. I'm clearly not pissed off, but I'll play an Antho clip. Let's see which one. I mean, that was my fault that I died.
Stop! Good grief! This game sucks! You gave knife guys like they're just god mode in this game. Complete nonsense, man! Why are they so stinking good, you stupid idiots? Jank.
No, Antho, that death was my fault, dude. I appreciate the sentiment, but no, that death was my fault. No one's fault but mine. Let's try to get a run going on Absalom. And if I can't get a run going, I'll probably stop for now. Yeah, it seems to be working now. I don't know. XSplit's been bugging out lately. I am on the beta branch for it, so I think there's some jank going on here. Alright, let's try to get a run going. I'll give this a couple resets. If it gives me a bunch of trash, then I think I'm gonna rage quit. Just messed up. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, never mind. Oh, good. Just get a start right away. Alright. Instant starts. Now I need level 2 jump cancel before I can start. Oh, just level 3. Alright. Really wants this stream to keep going, huh? I was only going to give it like 4 or 5 resets and then just stop. But no, it just gave me a good run right away. Good style play conditions. That sucks. You guys are going to get more Antho clips. Because I added like 10 more. I upgraded the Antho clips. I added a bunch more. I guess you're not going to get any more today. Not this stream, anyway. This game's screwing you over with trying to play style play and getting crap second arcanas. Really sucks. But, it's being nice to me today. This gave me a start instantly. You know what? I haven't done time in a while. Let's do time. I normally avoid time, but we'll mix it up this time. Not just the same thing over and over.
Nothing comes for free, wizard.
Stuck in my cogs again.
I was trying to be stylish. That didn't work out very well, did it? Fumble.
We're going to have a blast. Chance against me either.
It's always a pleasure to see your listening.
The amount of work spent on these tunnels makes me feel lazy. My precious.
Want to go for double V'ism, or do I want to go for the water dash, which is really fun, especially with this build? I think I'm going to go for water dash. I can get double V'ism later. If it's going to give me the water dash. This is the catch. This is where the bad RNG is. Water dash, please. Just a bunch of junk. There we go. Yeah, level 1 doesn't. The level doesn't matter. It's just nice that it causes hit stun. It induces hit stun while you're in the air, so you can keep them really under control. Go back down and they're still in hit stun.
I have everything you need right
What
here.
do we got here? Impact. Let's go fight her. Haven't been in here in a while.
Neglect.
I don't know why this chick isn't playable. Really cool design. It's just not playable. I would have preferred her over the Frog Mage. This game's lacking normal humanoid characters. The only one that there is Galandra. So I think adding her would kind of balance it out a little bit.
Well, I was hungry.
Probably would be mad fun to tag with this her
Right,
moveset.
we're approaching.
Nice find.
Let's go for double V'ism. Let's go for V'ism, because I haven't done that in a while. Well, like I said, adding anything to this game will take an extremely long time. I mean, they did say that they want to support this for years to come, but unfortunately, they went for a beautiful hand-drawn art style. They didn't take any shortcuts, so I'm going to assume if they want to add more characters, that they wouldn't just dump them in the game that's already here. And they'll probably add, like, a new area, new bosses and stuff. That takes time. I think ideally, to keep people interested in the game, they should just do it like a fighting game or a gacha game. You know, just
So, is it
just
time
dump the characters in what's already here, and add like more moves and stuff. I mean, maybe they'll approach it that way. Because this game, for a beat 'em up, this game has like as much content in terms of like levels to go through as like Knights of Valor, which is like the gold standard for a beat 'em up with like a ton of different paths that you can go through. It's not just like a linear route
Better with some music
like
and a
most
bit of
arcade
red
beat 'em
wine.
ups. I don't really think they need new areas. So more bosses and characters, and then like fleshing out the moveset for the existing characters would be really good, because like Cider is really fun to play, but the problem with Cider is a lot of the inspirations that you get from the bosses are very situational. So are the Arcanas as well. If they could flesh out stuff like that, that would add a lot of life to the game as it is. Some characters in this game have way more interesting movesets than others. Carl has a lot of really cool inspirations, and Cider has mostly situational ones. Still a fun character to play, but they tried to go too far into like the puppet trap route, and I don't think most people want to do that in a beat 'em up. It's more appealing in like a full-on fighting game. You know, trap and puppet characters are really fun to play and watch if you get good at them, because you definitely need a different skill set than the average like melee character. But in a beat 'em up, I just don't find it fun at all. So if they do add on to the game, which they already said that they're going to, often they'll do stuff like that. Some of the characters definitely need some love. Their arcanas and their inspirations are not very interesting.
My cogs turn strangely with this ritual.
Hello.
It feel hot in here? Or is it me?
No! Please! I just need a minute.
I have tools for you, assassin.
That's flowing backward? Or is it us? They know how to have fun around here.
Nothing less from ya.
I could find a good bed of plain country to sell this.
Now, for serious business.
Damn, that was a very good fight. Deletion.
That's all I have to see. Death will choke on me.
Find the key. Take me through to private lesson, Broken King. for danger now.
Oh, it's the sonic boom from the wind tree.
Do not let them disturb the Sun King!
Got this game, he made a very good choice. It was game of the year for me last year. This is heavily modded, by the way. And if you're wondering why I can switch characters, that is a mod. It's heavily modded. I've beaten this game over 100 times, so to keep it fresh, I have mods on. This is not vanilla gameplay. This is heavily modified. My time right now. Sub half-hour run's not bad. Probably be like 27 minutes.
I rule over time and...
No, look at my build. I normally don't let myself get this strong, but I wanted to mix it up because I've been picking the same stuff over and over. I normally don't run time. Time is really fun, but it's busted. I have way more damage than I normally do. GG's. GG's. Let's see if I feel like doing another game, maybe. Ugh. Jitsu Squad died quickly. I mean, they didn't even finish the Kickstarter obligations. And they won't say why. They said that everything but the new character was done, but they put out that thing in their Discord before they dipped, where they basically said that Exa was not the reason. I would think that Exa would be the reason, but it's not. It's not Exa. It's probably the publisher. The publisher for the console versions is probably holding it back. They probably don't think that updating the game is worth it. You know, maybe it didn't sell well enough. But I still think that that's very shitty to do because that stuff was funded by donations. So, yeah, it sucks. Either way, you would think that Exa would give them the money to just finish everything. Exa basically commissioned them to add the Samurai Pizza Cats to it, which is the only thing that's new in the Exa version, is that. But who knows? We're never gonna know. I'm in the credits of that game, and I don't know. I'm not concealing anything from you. I'm not concealing anything from you. I don't know either. I don't think anybody but the people who actually worked on it know what happened. But not fulfilling Kickstarter obligations is really bad. That's probably why they have a different company name for the Samurai Pizza Cats game that's supposed to be coming out. Probably to make sure that people won't notice. But it's pretty obvious that it's still them. But I don't know. It's not a good situation for anybody involved. And if it really is the publisher's fault, then they need to get their shit together, because they shouldn't be withholding content that people donated for. I don't think that that's cool at all. You're supposed to fulfill what people donate for on a crowdfunding campaign. You're basically required to, but somehow they can't. And they're saying it's not Exa. I'm like, well then who else can it be if it's not Exa? Because, like, the Samurai Pizza Cats are never going to come... They're never going to come to the other versions. Because the Exa content is pretty much exclusive, and you can't port it back to console, from what I understand. It's just a crappy situation for everyone involved. Really sucks. I like that game. I like that game, but it's hard to play it when people are going to ask me about that, and There's probably some people who assume that I know something that I'm not telling you. I'm like, no, I don't. I don't know anything. I'm just as in the dark as everyone else. And I'm in the credits of the game. But Samurai Pizza Cat's game looks a lot less interesting in comparison. I did watch that show as a kid, but not to the point that I would go buy something like that just because it's got them in it. I know the characters, I watched it, but not enough to be like super excited for something like that. I wish that they would fix the situation and make it so the original version could get what it was supposed to. Do I feel like doing another game? I'm kind of leaning towards no. I think I fulfilled what was in the stream title. What did I put in the stream title? Yeah, I already fulfilled that requirement. I am starting to get hungry. Let me see, is there anything else I feel like doing? I think I'm pretty much done. I don't feel like going on 2XKO because I gotta lab that game more before I do the roguelike mode. Let me see if I did my PGR homework. I'll probably go. I think the last boss was worse. Last boss was a standard gimmicky boss. It's just not fun to fight because the mechanics don't work. I really don't like the last boss in that game. That's why I wanted the Bloody Palace to be added. The game was a little bit too long, and fighting that last boss was very much not fun. So having the Bloody Palace would have made me play it more. I don't like when games add gimmicky bosses like that, where most of the game mechanics don't work anymore. I'm getting really tired of that, personally. Just have a normal boss, and the game mechanics still function. None of this big wall of hyper armor that summons adds. That shit's getting real tiresome. Alright, I'm gonna lay down and figure out what I'm doing for lunch. Try to figure out if my my buddy wants to go. So that's gonna do it for now. Thanks for watching. I guess content for the rest of the day is gonna be a bit of a crapshoot, because I have an abnormal schedule today. I have to take care of my other neighbor's cats. The one that got me to switch to, not the house I'm normally at. I had to take care of their cats, and that's at a different time. So I'll try to do a kitty sitting stream over there, but I haven't tested how good their upload speed is, so I don't want to promise anything. There'll probably be another home stream later today. I want to check out the solo leveling update and do some more modded FF16. And those are things I can't do on the kitty sitting stream. So, I guess that is what will transpire later. But right now it's looking like I gotta wait a little bit to eat, and then I have a couple hours of free time. Maybe I'll squeeze a stream in there if I have the energy for it. But then when I get back from taking care of their cats, I'll probably boot up again. Either that or a Discord call tonight. I haven't decided yet. I do need to buckle down and fix whatever the hell was wrong with my capture card earlier this week, where the whole streaming software like freaked out and went into cardiac arrest. So I might do that when I have some free time. Just a warning, if I do that, there may not be any gameplay. It's like I hooked up the capture card last time, and then I tried to get into the mic so that I could make my mic work, and then the whole program like had a heart attack and stopped. Like, it was taking like a full minute to respond to any button presses. So I need to get down to the bottom of that, but that might take something that I can't handle by myself, which I might actually have to talk to their support. So I might do that later, because I do have some stuff I want to do with the Switch 2 outside of the promised content as well. But if my streaming software is gonna have like some kind of seizure or something every time I hook it up, then that kind of doesn't make it possible, does it? So yeah, I'll see you guys probably in a couple hours. Depending on what goes on. Before I go over there, I'll try to get my capture card to cooperate again, but if not, I'll just force close the streaming software and I'll just do something else. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. You want to support me to get through the next couple days, my dono link is there. Greatly